So this game just came out called Seven Deadly Sins Origin. Now, I don't know much about it other than it's a gacha game, but I do remember that I watched the anime and that I liked it. But that's all I remember. I don't actually remember much about the anime or what it was about. But I wanted to give the game a try since it's new, and most importantly, it's free, so I had nothing to lose. Well, except time, but I got plenty of that right now. Anyways, on to the game. Now, when the game started, it played a cutscene, and I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out. I think it was due to a combination of a bunch of Japanese words and me having to read subtitles to understand it that caused it. Because of that, you know I didn't read a goddamn thing that they were saying. But after the cutscene was over, I finally got to move around, and I will say that I didn't get the best first impressions. That's mainly because of the combat. The combat in this game is very sticky, like your mom after a long night working at the gentleman's club. But basically, attacks you do lock you in place, like your mom after someone handcuffs her to a bed. That sort of combat is extremely annoying, and does not make the combat that enjoyable to play, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a huge gacha player. This is actually the first gacha game I have played, so for all I know, combat that's stickier than the sock that's under my bed is normal in these types of games. So feel free to let me know down below if that's the case or not. But leave a like while you're at it. Now, on the bright side, the combat is flashy. So it does tickle that part of my brain that likes that sort of thing, like explosions in action movies. But unfortunately, it didn't tickle anything else, like my butthole. Now, during this cutscene, when they were looking at this big ass tree, they added an interactive prompt for whatever reason to touch the fucking tree trunk, even though it kind of already looked like he was touching it to begin with. It totally felt like the devs of this game wanted to add something here, but just didn't know what, so they just tossed this in real quick and called it a day. Now, after that, this bitch with the wings pushed me into the tree's hole, and then summoned her Pokemon to help us. If Nintendo sees this, they're definitely suing. Then I began to pretty much hit everything I was supposed to dodge on the way down, but it didn't really matter since it didn't do much damage to begin with. Then right after that, I got the medallion from the Jackie Chan movie called The Medallion. I think it makes me immortal and stuff. I mean, I don't actually know if it does, I'm just making shit up because I was not paying attention to what they were saying. So I have no idea if they explained it, and I'm not about to read if they did while I'm editing this.
Not the day.
Then a big black glowy ball thing came out of nowhere, and it did not like that we had the medallion because he wanted it. So he summoned the Temu version of us, which I of course easily defeated. It pissed off the black glowy ball even more, so it turned itself into whatever the fuck this thing is. But just like my twin from China, it was no match for a quality built product like myself. And I honestly could have not dodged any of his attacks and I would have been fine, because he did no goddamn damage. Now after that, I ended up doing something more difficult than the mobs I just fought, and that was putting a square box into a square hole using the right side. Then we were almost out of this tree hole that I was rudely pushed into. We just had to swim a bit and climb some stuff. Which of course, this pink-haired small-winged bitch has something to say about me lagging behind, because she said that I was slow. Like she forgot she has wings that she uses to zoom all over the damn place, which I would need to drink a goddamn Red Bull just to keep up with her. Then she grabbed me by the arm and took off flying, summoning her Pikmon from the game that's totally not going to get sued by Nintendo when it comes out to blast the hole so we can escape. Again, don't let Nintendo see her doing this, or it's fucking over. Now that we were finally out, I could finally play the goddamn game. And the first thing I was told to do was to check out the team tab. Or should I say, forced to check out the team tab, because I don't think I had a choice in that matter. And while there, I got stuck in that tab, because I was not able to get out of it. At the bottom right, it told me to hit escape to leave, but no matter how many times I did, nothing happened. But I did eventually see the X at the top right, which allowed me to leave. But it still left me wondering what the hell was the point in telling me to hit escape to leave. Anyways, I was then tasked with killing some frogs that were minding their own goddamn business, and they looked like not a single thought was happening inside their head. But I had no choice, so I did what I had to do. Now at some point, I did end up getting a new hero. I had no idea how I got it since I wasn't recording or paying attention to what I was doing. I was just sort of mindlessly clicking away with my brain function turned on low. But I did add him to my team, and it's this guy. Some jack dude with a metal mask that kinda reminds me of Jason from Friday the 13th. Except this guy has a big ass sword, and I tested it out on a group of furries, which he did pretty well with. Because of that, I decided to play as him since he seemed to be able to handle multiple dudes at once.
What do you mean by that?
Now, I will say that I'm not a big fan of the targeting system, and that's because as I was leaving the area, I wanted to cut a tree down, but because I had attacked the mob, it was prioritizing me attacking it, even if I was not even looking at him. So that was pretty annoying to deal with. Then I killed a squirrel.
Squirrel!
Yes, I know this was a weird jump from what I was just talking about right before this. And yeah, I probably didn't really need to mention it. But I wanted to because I really wanted to use the squirrel clip to feed my rampant autism.
Squirrel.
Anyways, I will say that I really like the exploring aspect of this game, because I did end up climbing this building like Spider-Man, while ignoring the device that I was supposed to use to get up the building. And I found a chest up there that contained gold and a bunch of stuff that I had no idea what they were for. Then I began stealing stuff from outside of this dude's house, like a sword and some eggs. I was then able to ride a pig that I talked to a while ago. Yeah, I know I didn't mention that pig. I mean, he didn't seem very important until now. All he did was talk about a... But now that I could ride him, he matters. At least to me. So I brought him up. I also didn't record when he first showed up, so that's the real reason. Then I killed a horse.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
This time I just wanted to see if I could kill it, and I was able to. So I slaughtered a couple of them, in hopes that I could save this world from someone making that horse girl game in the future. But they ended up respawning, so I lost interest soon after. So I ran to my quest, where I then had to fight a dude that was built like a big toe. He, of course, was an easy boss, that I beat off so fast he looked like the dude from Home Alone during it. Now, even though he wasn't difficult, he was annoying to fight because of the constant still on cooldown warning that would pop up every damn time I hit my spell button. And I'm an MMO player, so I spam my spells every damn second. Now, I don't know if this is something you can remove, but the fact that it's on default is fucking retarded. Then I saw some giant buff dude walking around with some sort of platform on his back. I'm guessing people ride him like we do a bus, because the dude is fast as fuck. But after that I flew on a small fat bird that somehow could carry me to the top of some rock where a bigger bird was at that started attacking me as soon as I got there. So I stole its fucking eggs right in front of it to send a message, then killed it as punishment. Or should I say, I thought I killed it because it woke the fuck up. And some blonde dude that looked like an extra from the Grease movie saved the day. I totally expected him to start singing and dancing while snapping his fingers, talking about, "You're the one that I want." And we didn't even need saving because the bird did no damage. So he just played the hero to try and look cool. But all that did is make me not like him as a character. And he did try to join my team after, but I told him to fuck off because that was not going to happen.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, I got this new hero in the mail. It's a chick. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit disappointed because I've seen some of these gacha games, and the women in those games tend to have, well, you know, big personalities. Or should I say,
big ass titties.
But so far they don't. But on the bright side, she looks like she's blind, so I think I would have a chance. Who am I kidding? I know I don't have a chance. Now, after stealing some birds' children, I ran into what appeared to be a Tauros. You know, the Pokemon.
Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow.
Now I know Nintendo will definitely be suing if they see this. Then I saw a rock that looked like a ball sack, which pissed off a big ass bear because I was staring at it too long. So I of course put him in his place. Like the dude that kicked that bear in the nuts, then took his salmon.
John West endured the worst to bring you the best.
I was then forced to swim down into some entrance that contained some big ass chairs and tables. And I, of course, wanted to see what I could steal. So I checked the cabinet, and there was nothing but fish swimming in it. Unfortunately, I was also now stuck in the cabinet. Like really stuck. I guess that's what I get for trying to steal shit. Now I was just hoping that the medieval Jason didn't have a stepbrother. Wait, is somebody behind me? Ah, shit. Not again.